What's up, Goat Tires? It's JC, and this is your video on tips of how to make your tie faster. So grab a seat and let's get started. What's up, Goat Tires? So this video particularly pertains to the competition that we just recently had if you're watching this video in live time. I watched every single one of your videos, and there were some things that I kind of wanted to talk about as far as making our ties quicker when we are learning how to get those quicker, smoother, faster ties. One thing that I really got asked a lot whenever getting these videos was, what's a good time to have whenever you're tying your foot, dummy, goat, whatever. I try to stay, especially with a wrap and a tie, I try to stay anywhere from 0.5 to 0.7 seconds. With 2 wraps and a tie, I sometimes might get down to the 0.5, the higher 0.5s, but especially the 0.6. 0.6, 0.7, that was pretty consistent for me. So really try to hone in, make that one of your goals if that's what you want, is a quicker, faster, smoother tie. Set that as one of your goals if you're really wanting to learn how to make your ties quicker. Another thing, accountability. Tie your foot every night. Get it timed. So I used to get my mom to time me 10 times every single night. Once I had finally practiced and gotten into the rhythm of it, she would time me 10 times every night, and we would get the average of my scores and see what my fastest time was. And in about a month worth of doing that every single night, it got a lot better. So that's another thing that you can do to help your ties, just consistently do it every single night, in which we should be practicing every single day if that's what we want to do, is be great goat tires that are quick and smooth and can make consistently fast runs. So anyways, back to the tips. Starting off, we're just going to go through the basics of this. So starting off, one thing that I really noticed that a lot of girls would do is whenever I start the time, I said I'm starting the time whenever your hand moves to go for your tie. Okay? So a lot of times I saw this, and then we went. This starts the run. So going all the way back here and then coming back is time that's taking us to get to that first wrap. Okay, so whenever I think about goat tying, I'm always thinking, how can I get to the next step quicker? How can I lead myself into that very next step in a quicker, more smooth, consistent way? So if I'm going back here, am I actually going towards my goal of getting my wrap on the foot if I'm going back here? No, it's not getting me to my goal any quicker. One thing that you can do to help this, and I suggest starting this slow and just building your way up to learning it, but what I like to do is start here, go out, and also come around all at the same time to go for that first wrap. So I'm consistently going for it the whole time. Now I do not go straight here, because if you see, if I go straight for it, my elbow is dropped and I'm not getting my elbow up and over my foot like I'm supposed to. Okay, so I like to kind of come out and come around it. So it's literally starting here, coming out, and going right around to it. That's going to help you a lot whenever you're tying goats. So instead of coming all the way back and then going, we're just going to be going right for it. Okay? Please try not to get in the habit of just going here and trying to start your first wrap. Okay? Like I said, this elbow has to get up somehow to help us get on that quick, snappy tie. Okay? We can't do it if we're going straight for it from down here. Pushing a tie is not near as consistent as placing a tie. Okay? That all has to do with our elbow. Pushing is with our elbow down. Placing It's with our elbow up, and we're placing that string with our index finger and keeping our pinky finger controlling the tail of the string, okay? See how I can control both? Yeah. That's a big part of making sure our ties are good and consistent and knowing where our string is going with every single part of the run. Next thing, it is a rule. If you look in the National High School Rodeo rule book under goat tying, there has to be at least one wrap and a tie. So, this is not considered a legal tie. That is not considered a legal tie at any rodeo that uses high school rodeo rules. I know it's quick, but it's not legal. It has to be at least one wrap and a tie, okay? One wrap and a tie. That's what we're looking for, okay? Next thing is, I noticed a lot of girls were hesitating whenever they were coming off their string. For me to stopwatch, I consistently went off whenever I could tell that your hands were visibly off the string somehow, either here or here, okay? Whenever I could tell that your hands were off of the string. I noticed a lot of times girls would get here, they would hold it kind of like as a pause. This is a really dramatic pause, and then they would come here. Okay, whenever we're pulling our string, keep pulling straight off of it, okay? Don't pause and then go up. Keep coming straight off the tail of your string and off the mouthpiece of your string and go wherever. One thing, now, as most of y'all know, I do not like this as a goat tire. One thing I had a hard time noticing with that is questioning whether or not you're actually off of your string. Because some of y'all would get here. Well, sometimes I couldn't tell if you're off of your string or not because you were only coming off a little bit. There wasn't a big movement, okay? If you're going to do that, please make sure it's a big movement, because if I can't tell what it is, a judge is not going to be able to tell what it is, and you're going to get a slow flag. If it was up to me, a goat tire, and I will say, the girl that won it came off with her hands like this because I could see her hands clearly. I like this because I can see it. It's coming straight off the string and I'm done. But that's all personal preference. Remember, I give these videos as a personal preference. But whenever you're doing this, please don't pause and then go. Okay, so like what I may see was something like that. Well, this doesn't stop your run. This does. Okay, so come off of it and then go, if that's what you're wanting to do. And make sure you're getting your hands away from it, because I can't see it as well if your hands are only coming off of it an inch, okay? Shove those hands out there if you're actually wanting to do that, okay? But again, the best way that I could see your runs was if we came straight off of it, okay? Make sure if you're pulling, don't just stop and try to pull it. Keep pulling all the way off the end of your string, okay? Oh, that kind of hurt my foot, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, I would see a lot of girls go here and then off. Just consistently pull across until you get off the end of it. I promise it works. Just keep a good consistent grip on that string and then just let it just slide through and come off of the string, okay? That was literally what I saw. Just to kind of help y'all in the future if we have another one of these competitions, or if you're just watching these videos to learn something new. Try to have, because we are trying to get into that next step every single time. Sorry for putting my socks in front of your face. We're always trying to get into that next step as quickly and as smoothly as possible. So coming here, whenever we're trying to get here, is not going to help us, okay? We can shave off time for going here, okay? We're going to bring our string out just a little bit, get our elbow up, and go straight for that tie. Okay, so like if I'm doing it in front of you, this is the goat's legs, just right here. If I could get my, there we go. It's just right there. Okay, so I'm feeding my string, but also getting my elbow up all at the same time. instead of going here or even straight out and over, okay? It's going diagonally to me, so this is kind of like dramatic, but out and over, okay? But it's kind of just curved around, just out there, okay? That, and then making sure that you do get that wrap and a tie at least. It's not just a tie, it's a wrap and a tie. One full wrap and a tie of some sort, and then also just coming off of your string. If you are going to go up with your hands, please make sure that it is like noticeable and not just like, I can't, let me reiterate this, okay? So I don't see that, like, I do not see that. I can't tell if you're off of your string. If you're going to do it, make sure you're aggressive about it and come off of it, okay? But as most of y'all know, I like to just come straight off the string because this is giving me full range, so I'm coming straight off of it. There's not another movement for someone to see my hands, and also I'm coming straight off of it so that if a judge falls, they're gonna see me wherever they are. Or if they're not coming around, if they're standing behind me waiting for me to throw my hands because they're a lazy judge and not gonna come around to the front of me, they're gonna see my hands here. They're gonna know that I'm done. Whereas here, they can't really see hands. Again, personal preference. So you'll just take whatever you want and learn from it. But yes, that's all that I saw from the videos. Again, try to work towards getting those 0.5s, 0.6s, 0.7s consistently. Try to work towards just getting your tie quicker right here to where we're not here and then here. This is a two-step motion where it could just be one motion. Okay? Work on that. Work on these little bitty things that I promise you at the end of the day is going to make a big difference in your runs. But yeah, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in getting more individualized help or an accountability partner from me personally, sign up for Team Full Potential. I will be there for you every step of the way. That's my job, okay? If y'all have any questions about anything, just holler at me or leave it in the comment section below. And I will see y'all in the next video.